Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This evening, we got a chance to talk with the author of The Wildman of Kentucky, The Mystery of Panther Rock. We're here with Philip Spencer.
Thank you for having me here, Lily, and it's really a pleasure to be here with you.
I was really excited after I got your book and read it over and learned a lot about your childhood and the adventures that you've had recently as a cryptozoologist. What got you interested in this?
When I was very young, I came across a very strange track in the middle of a field. It was the only track in the field, and it had 3 toes. Now, even at a young age in Kentucky, you are very familiar with tracking, hunting, fishing, the outdoors, because that's what you did. And that was I believe, my first catalyst into an eternal curiosity about this.
I'm really curious. Have you ever seen Bigfoot?
Approximately 1970, my friend and I were in an remote area of Anderson County, Kentucky. And we were riding at night. We had a large spotlight in the car, and we used to love to look at animals. And we were shining through a valley, a river valley. They call them a bottom. This is where the land flattens out along a river. Beautiful, beautiful place. We were looking at deer. You could see all kinds of deer. And as I swept the bottom with the light, I saw these eyes. And I went, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not right. And so I backed the light up. But there was no doubt what we were seeing. And it was a large, upright, a bipedal creature. And it turned, and it didn't run. It didn't go slow, just a steady walk away from us. Down through this valley, it looked back over its shoulder twice, and it stepped over a fence that was approximately 3 or 4 feet tall and disappeared into the valley. But there was no question what we saw.
Were there any other strange events that you encountered while you were in Kentucky?
In the book, I discuss many events of this area. There's ghosts, UFOs, Bigfoot, other strange animals. We have tracks. We have testimony. We have images. We have sound recordings. Panther Rock is a cave. And
can you describe that cave to us? What's unique about that cave?
Well, it's not an enormous cave. The cave goes down under the rock at the top, the ledge, 100, 150 feet, cuts back in. It's a path, stunningly beautiful. I personally was camping at Panther Rock with 3 others and was awakened in the middle of the night with somebody pounding me in the back, screaming at the top of their lungs, actually almost resulting in them being stabbed by me, and screaming, "Look, look, look." And I rolled over and looked. Now, we're at top on the ledge camping. We've done that 1,000 times. There's this blue light coming up out of this cave and lighting up the whole forest down below. But we all just sit there frozen, looking, and it went off just like you hit a wall switch, just like I walked over here and hit a wall switch. Nothing, no smell, no sound, no nothing.
And you've mentioned other strange things that have also been witnessed that you personally talked to people about with the ghosts and the UFOs and the lights.
The gentleman known as the ex-farmer.
Yeah.
He requested anonymity. He didn't want to be known. I honored that.
Yeah.
The ex-farmer, his land is where so much has happened. I don't know where to begin. His family will not come out of the house anymore without weapons. The children will not camp. All this is over, done with. If you go to my website, philipspencer.net or philipspencer.com, you can hear a recording of a howl that the ex-farmer recorded with some equipment that I left him that will chill you to the bone. They had three animals. Three dogs got into a fight late one night on their property. He could see this animal hitting at the dogs. The dogs were screaming. These were 60, 70-pound farm dogs. Rough, tough farm dogs. All of a sudden the fight moved into the woods. He could just barely see it with his flashlight, but he saw it. The next morning he found two of the Dobermans laying in the yard with their faces ripped up, huge gashes. The bigger dog was never seen again. A mile away, a man and his wife had a 700-pound cow come crashing through their gate one day. It was their cow coming to the house with its eye ripped out and its ears torn off to the bone. This was a 700-pound cow.
I mean, are there any reports of things like bears doing this type of thing? Have those been ruled out?
Well, first of all, there's not supposed to be any bear around this area, but there are. I don't think a bear did that to that cow. And the farmer, who'd been around many years, experienced outdoorsman, he told me, he said, I don't tell you, I've seen much in my life. He said, I know my farm, I know my animals. And he said, Philip, some people say it must have been a big cat. He said, I'm telling you right now. He said, whatever did that wasn't a big cat. And this is all in this one area. We have a track, pictures of a track that's over 18 inches long. We have strange animal tracks that nobody can. I get people say, well, it's a cat. I get people say it's a dog. And I respect their opinion.
Since that time that you wrote the book, has anything else happened out there that you've been alerted to?
Well, let me tell you, Lily. This is the place that just keeps on giving. But there is so much happening. When I was doing some shows, actually it was the Coast to Coast AM show with George Knapp. A gentleman called in and said, I want to tell you guys something. He said, when you played that howl that was recorded, my two cats went berserk. And I thought, ooh. But I started getting all these emails, even some comments on some forums. When this howl is played, people's cats go crazy. They use the word crazy, berserk. All these things. They said their cats never do this. There is so much happening that is still happening in this place. It's amazing.
Do you have any plans to go back there and do some more research or investigation?
Well, and I have devised a plan. Perhaps capture a photo of this creature.
I look forward to seeing what other things you discover through your curiosity.
Well, listen, thank you so much for the interview. It's been really great. And for those who want to purchase the book, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, Best Buy even has it if you want to look it up online. And you can visit my website at www.philipspencer.net or .com. There's all kinds of information. And I'm updating the site. And I'm going to be putting new reports and new information on very soon.